What's going on? YouTube, TODD here, also known as Seven Wicked Sins, and I have one question for you all. What fucking time is it? Story time. A little special story time for you boys and girls today. This is the origin of the legendary Seven Wicked Sins. You know, yours truly. I'm here today playing Hearthstone. Here's Warcraft. Playing some Tavern Brawl. And thought this would be pretty easy for me to do and explain while I'm playing the fucking card game. So what's up, boys and girls? I know I've said that once, and holy shit, this hand though. But I know I said that before, but let's just jump right into it. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I stayed there for the first 22 years of my life. And this year, actually, I moved to Florence, Alabama with my best friend Josh, also known as JBash 1989. You guys will see him or have seen him in most of my videos, because, you know, my brother, basically. This is my brother from another mother. I love that guy. But let's just I just wanted to give you guys a little backstory into my life. Well, my dad raised me on sports like football, basketball, and baseball, and he coached me for all of them, every single one. I got really into football and basketball. I quit baseball at a semi-early age, but I don't know. There's something about football and basketball that I was super good at, so I had to stay. There's no other choice just because it was so fun. But around high school is whenever I started like dropping out of these sports. I just couldn't do it anymore. I got run down, and they just weren't as fun as they used to be when my dad was coaching. But I've always been into gaming. Gaming has always been a part of my life, and that was really because of my grandma Tammy. She used to babysit me and my sister, and we played Mario Party all the time after school. Like, everything from Nintendo, she loved. Like, she was like a big Nintendo person, and never faulted her for that, because I loved Mario, and I loved playing all the games that we got to play because of her. Every time she would get something new, she passed it down to me and my sister, and I was really cool because she really didn't have to do that. But she's seen how much we enjoy the games, and that really stuck with me when I was younger. Around middle school was when I started not to like the jock mentality anymore. I started seeing myself more as a bully and less about who I really was as a person. Bullying people is one of the worst things you can do to somebody, and I honestly would never, ever put somebody through that like I used to in school. Kids can be very cruel, and just one of those hard things in life you have to learn, either the easy way or the hard way, and I learned it the hard way. But yeah, around timing like freshman year of high school is whenever I became a quote-unquote hardcore gamer. I would say, yeah, about my freshman year of high school. That's around whenever Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out, Halo 3. I got addicted. I ran Call of Duty teams on game battles for many years as a decision time. I thought that was one of the funniest and clever names I could come up with, so I did. And like I say, I think it really stuck with me just because everybody always had a decision to make in those games, because my main game being Search and Destroy on Call of Duty. It was, you make a wrong decision and you're fucked. So I just loved that name for a long time. But I bounced between Call of Duty and World of Warcraft forever because of my ex in high school. My ex of 4 years. It was more of I was so addicted to these games that I didn't want to go to school. And I would literally miss at least once a week, every single day, or every single week for every single year of high school. And the reason I did that is just because the games were fun to me, and it's not that I couldn't stop, I didn't want to stop. There's nothing that I was super I didn't think it was hurting me. Like I was an average student in school. I did what I needed to do to get by. I knew my mom wanted me to graduate, and I was going to graduate, regardless of the situation. And I did. I did graduate. And I
Get
honestly,
behind me.
it was a lot to do with that girl that I was talking to you about just a moment ago. She was a straight A student. She helped me and actually did a lot of my work for me. I know that's not the best thing to admit, but she was something special. Anyway, that's she's not what this is about. Even though I could go on about her for a while. But she was the type of person to want me to quit Xbox because, again, I would miss school because of it. So it was a back and forth from me and her. Like I would quit for a while. She's seen I was doing better, and I would go back to what I was doing, and that would be missing school and playing games again. So I would get an Xbox, sell it, get an Xbox, sell it, and it was a cycle for a long time in my high school like career, I guess. Uh, but again, I can't blame her. She was in the right. I should have listened to her. But honestly, I think I could have made something of my Call of Duty career because the best team on game battles I had on Call of Duty, which also was named Age of Aggression. I use that name a lot in guilds and whatever I really do, but uh, I really feel like I could have done something. But the best team record I had was 22-0 whenever we were Age of Aggression. And if any of you watching were on that team with the decision time, hit me up. I miss you guys, and I want to know what happened. With all you guys. God, time flies, man. But let's see. Yeah, and going back and forth like that, it started to almost make me unhappy because there was a point in time where I stopped playing Xbox for a long time. There's one of the last times that we were like got into that fight, and she just was fed up. I mean, to be honest, I was fed up as well, just because of it was ruining me, and it ruined my Call of Duty career because I quit at the highest point of my life. uh, it just sucks to think about what could have been. Uh, but again, I can't blame her. Those were my own actions, and again, I fucked up many things on the way. And the only thing I can do is look forward and try to make the best decisions for me. But since I was so unhappy with my Call of Duty career, I ran everything into the ground, even my World of Warcraft guild, and that hurt a lot, just because I thought that I was done with it. I thought I couldn't come back from that, but I managed to. I pulled myself out of a really dark hole. I mean, that was really after me and her broke up, just because after that, I ran myself into the ground. Everything I loved about video games, ran it all into the ground, and then, I started resenting her for it, really, which never should do, because, again, it wasn't her fault. These are my decisions I made. I chose wrong.
Into the breach.
Sorry, just focusing on the game a little bit. But yeah, after that, and after high school, I felt like since I basically destroyed myself, and this was after I started to pick myself back up, I needed a new handle for online. Because after all that shit, I definitely was not the same person. And I just, sorry guys, shit gets to me thinking about all that stuff. But yeah, like I was saying, I needed a new handle, and I also went by Wicked Pulse for a while. I really enjoyed the name Wicked, and that was really before, that was around Cage the Elephant's time, where Ain't No Rest for the Wicked came in, and I Love that song. The song was amazing. Oh, sweet. And victory, baby. Boom. Yeah, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephants came out. That was, what was that, Borderlands? Yeah, Borderlands. Great freaking, great song. So I love the Wicked, and, the seven deadly sins came in from, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and, Supernatural. They both played up to seven deadly sins very fucking well, and, you know, it back then I needed something, and those were the things that I enjoyed, because in life everybody sins, and I don't know, it just hit home for me back in the day, and those will always stick with me, just because no matter how good you are, everybody has a past, and just like it's tattooed on me, a man can change his stars, no matter what, and I really aim to do so. Here on YouTube, I'm going to make something of myself. I want all of you to know this. I want all of you to watch, because I'm not done yet. I just hit 100 subs. I'm going to get so many more, and I'll die trying. I promise you guys that. Anyway, I guess that's about it. That was just the beginning of my story, boys and girls. I want you to watch. I want you to know and see where I go with this. I want my story to just be started. So please, if you haven't already, share me. Go share with a friend. Please. It really means a lot. I honestly want to do this for a living. I love you all, and thank you all for your support thus far. I can't wait to see where this channel goes. This has been Seven Wicked Sins, also known as TODD. I'll see you guys next time.